Hey, social media. It's Miss Smith. How you doing? Yes, welcome to week one of online classes and the fourth quarter. So hopefully this is the third video you've watched. You should have watched the intro video, the e-learning with Miss Smith, and then the daily video. So specifically for March 30th, for just that Monday with announcements and the day of and everything like that, and commented on that video so that make sure you get attendance. And then this is the third video you should watch. So this is specifically about your class. This is specifically about your assignments that you'll need out of this one. So this is the first one, so it's going to be a little bit longer, but these are going to be fairly short videos, to be totally fair, because I just want to get you your assignments and answer any questions I have received and then get you on your way so that you can go ahead and have more time to finish your week, your homework, and everything else you're going to have to do. So just a reminder, I'm absolutely accessible to you anytime via Edsby messages, and then starting next week, not this week, but next week on Tuesdays, I'm going to have Zoom office hours. All of that, of course, was explained in that first video. So just to remind you, a lot of that, again, check Edsby every day. I'll have a lot of links and a lot of information on there, so just make sure you're checking that. Comment every day on my daily videos so I can make sure that you're marked as checked, you're here, you get participation points. Now, for you guys, for your Zoom class, I will actually see you guys on Thursday. So this coming Thursday at noon, make sure you log on to Edsby, like before noon, like maybe 11:30 or 11:45. Log on to Edsby, click that link that will be on there, okay, that will be there, and it'll take you directly to Zoom. So you'll be able to launch the program and then, set up your background, everything else. You can do a virtual background, you can do all sorts of fun things. But then we'll get to meet and we'll connect with all the rest of our class, and there's a chat feature you can enable and ask all of your questions, and we will go ahead and just basically talk, and we'll talk about what I'm going to talk about today and response and everything else. So it's going to be a lot of fun to connect, and I cannot wait to see your faces and hear your voices and hear all of your amazing, ridiculous opinions about everything. So I have to admit I do miss that. So please don't forget that. Again, noon, 12 o'clock on Zoom. So I will see you there. And that way, if you have any questions at all, you can save them for that, or you can message me and I'll answer them during that Zoom or whatever you want to do. So just make sure you're there. I look forward to seeing you. So I just want to let you know what you guys are going to be doing today. Now, if you've been on Edsby, that means you've probably seen the assignment. The assignment is pretty simple. It's specifically to build up towards the end of the year. Now, normally, we are in person, so I'd have you do this project a little differently. This is officially the midterm project, and the midterm project is basically to study the 9 platforms that somebody in district decided were the relevant social media platforms. Those are, let me make sure I get this right, Facebook, Foursquare, Google+, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Tumblr, and Vine. And as you know, some of those are already defunct, and some of those you guys have probably never used because of your age, but they are considered the most relevant for the class. And so because they are, that means that they'll be on the final, which means we need to cover them. So normally I'd have you break off into small groups and do presentations on them. But since we are not in present, we're going to do it a little differently. So as you saw on the PDF, which looks like this, by the way, it's basically simply you're going to have to research all 9. And that can be as simple as Wikipedia or just doing your own research, however you want to. Look up reliable sources, not somebody's blog, but reliable sources. News sites like New York Times, CNN, AP, all those reliable sources will have, there's all sorts of tech blogs and tech journals out there that are really reliable that some of you guys already know. So do your research, and basically you're going to kind of get the history of it. So who created it? What was the name of the creator, and why did he create it? Like we learned from the Social Network movie how Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook, and it didn't exactly have the best foundations, but that is really crucial to find out how Facebook was created and what it was created for, and how we have seen social media evolve. So that's kind of what I want you to start thinking of, is who was the original, what was the original purpose? What is the target audience? what have you seen as the evolution? Like, how long has it been in existence? Like, we know that Facebook started in 2004 and it's 2020. So you're talking 16 years. Most of you guys live we've seen the evolution of Facebook, and where is it now? What does it look like? That's kind of what you want to see. Where was it peaking? Is it still growing, or is it defunct? Has it been bought out? Has it been, how did it hit end or evolve? Or like, as you know, and this isn't one of the platforms we cover, but like Musical.ly, for example, was a big hit, and then Musical.ly got taken over by TikTok, right? So when we saw that evolution, or we saw the fact that, certain companies now own some of these companies. So researching why they might have made that decision, when they went public, what was their whole thought, and I want you to start thinking about, is the platform even needed anymore, or has it kind of outlived its purpose? And is that why we no longer see Vine, for example? What kind of took over Vine? Why do we not need that anymore? And do you think that was a good thing, or do you think that we have evolved into something bad? So I want your brain to start thinking and functioning and starting to analyze. Now, if it had evolved into something bigger, I mean, think about how big TikTok is now because of what happened with Musical.ly. People were using Musical.ly, but now everybody has TikTok. I mean, celebrities are now doing their quarantine TikTok videos. I mean, and celebrities not like your age celebrities, like older than me celebrities. So we've evolved. Have we gone to a Facebook level of how people are using this, or what? You know what I'm saying? I want you to think bigger. Like, I want you to think, how has this expanded? How has this grown? How has this evolved? And where is it going from there? Like, what is the next step in some of these platforms? What are the next things they're doing? Now, if they're defunct, they're done. But at the same time, Google Plus may be gone, but Google's still around. So what does that mean? Then do you think that they'll rise up? Do you think they'll try something else? Do you think, I want you to start, again, use your brain, start thinking, analyzing, go beyond the parameters that are there. So I also want you to start thinking about the difference between how businesses use these platforms and how people use these platforms. Taking something like LinkedIn, for example, a person like myself is going to use LinkedIn one way, whereas a business is going to use LinkedIn very differently. So, but they use Facebook and Instagram and everything else. They use them very differently. And how does that affect the evolution of the brand? And then again, I want you to start thinking about its audiences and about its users and what kind of analytics we can get from that. So that's something I want you to start thinking. Do you think that if it starts evolving and reaching another market, does it overextend itself? Does it, anyway, this is kind of thoughts I want you guys to think about and put into play. What is the future, basically? This is something we talk about a lot in this class, like, what is the future of social media? I mean, you are literally witnessing the future of social media right now. I mean, imagine 100 years ago, 102 years ago, when we had the Spanish flu, everything that was happening, they did not have social media. They did not have 24-hour news. They did not have all this. We are getting memes of how to wash your hands for 20 seconds. We're getting celebrities using their TikTok, washing their hands for 20 seconds to a song or whatever. So they are actually incorporating social media into current events. So what does that look like then? What does that mean to, would you continue to use the platform? Like, what is the evolution? Again, I just want you to think bigger, because we're gonna be talking about that a lot, like how businesses are going to be using social media. So we talked a lot about personal usage, but we're really going to start talking about how global usage of each social media. So that's something we're shifting into for this quarter. This is kind of an intro to it, to kind of get used to where the platforms are, but also to, again, these are the things that are covered on the district exam. And whereas the FSAs and stuff like that are canceled, they haven't canceled the district finals yet. So we're still going forward, and you still need to know this stuff. So still got to know about all this stuff. So I had to learn it. You have to learn it. Well, I had to live through it. You still have to learn it. So just go ahead and start working on that. And then you're going to put it all in I don't care. It doesn't have to be paragraphs. It can literally be like notes, like Facebook, and then who founded it and when and where and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You can just be like bullet points if you want to. You can do whole paragraphs if you want to. I don't care. Word document, PDF, however you want, submit it through Edsby. There'll be more about that. Go to Edsby. All of that will be on there, okay? Any questions, comment below, message me on Edsby, talk to me on Zoom during our meeting on, stay with me, Thursday at noon, okay? Again, you guys have any questions at all, but I love what you guys have to say about this. And so be prepared to come and talk on Thursday, and we're going to talk about this more, and then you can go ahead and finish up your work and submit it by Friday. So all of your work will always be, every work that I assign will always be due that Friday. Like, so this is Monday, your work's due Friday, but I'll see you on Thursday, so you can finish it up before you submit it, okay? So no worries. We're in this together, guys. We're gonna have a great time, and I can't wait to see you guys and hear what you have to say. So wash your hands, use whatever 20-second meme or song you want to use, but make sure you're staying happy and healthy, and enjoy your e-learning experience. I know I will. So I'll see you guys on Thursday, noon. Bye.